My favorite investing platform just dropped a new feature and I'm super excited to be doing this video where I tell you a bit more about it. And if you're not sure what platform this is, it is none other than Franc. Hey guys, my name is Nokuhle and I'm going to be doing this video on the Franc Pro account. Franc is a registered FSP with their number being 49998 and they are an easy and simple to use investing app, and you are able to control how much you put in or for how long, and there's also no minimums. So whether you've got 10 Rand to invest or 10,000 Rand, you are most welcome to do that on Franc. I love this because their simple to use app actually makes it very accessible for people. I know so many South Africans are always trying to push for financial freedom or push to make better financial choices, but sometimes the technical words that are used or the complexity of the app or the high minimums deter people from investing. So I really believe that Franc is serving this purpose. If you've just downloaded the app, make sure you use my referral code, which is Nokuhle1. This allows me to track the number of people who are signing up based off of my content. That way I know if there's a demand in my community for me to make more videos about Franc. If you have not downloaded it yet, that's okay, stick around. I hope that this video will show you why you should consider it. But whilst you're at it, let's do a bit of a roll call, guys. If this is your first time hearing about Franc or you haven't signed up, drop me a white heart. And if you have already used Franc and you've downloaded it, drop me an orange heart just so I can see the stats. Thank you so much to the Franc team for sponsoring this video. I also want to remind you guys that this is not financial advice. I'm just having a conversation and telling you a bit more about what I'm doing and what I've been enjoying. However, if you are looking for a financial advisor, stick around because I'm going to tell you about this in this video, okay?
My name is Nokuhle and I'm a personal finance creator. Some of the videos I've made include how to buy shares, top 10 affordable cars, how to file your taxes, side hustles, interviews, you name it, I've done it. Note, these videos do not constitute financial advice. My aim is to plant the idea, it's up to you to water it.
So Franc has recently introduced a two-tier system on their app. There is the starter account, which is the default one, and then there's a pro account. So for people who are ready to take their investing journey to the next step. I have recently transferred to the pro account. However, if you're just starting out, I actually believe that there are other videos that I've made that will be more useful for you as someone who is still starting out, still trying to figure it out. So make sure you check those out after this. I will leave some links in my description box, but basically the type of videos that you can expect are: 1, what is Franc and how can I verify that they're legit? 2, Franc versus the bank. So I've done a video where I've compared saving in a bank or investing with Franc. That actually rhymes. But basically, it's very important for you to understand which one to do because there is a time and a place for both. And lastly, I have a third video on Franc where I actually do a tutorial of the app. I show you from creating a goal, how to deposit your money, how to withdraw and all of that. I'll leave links to those things all in my description box. There's also the Franc website, the Franc newsletters, the Frankly Speakings. There's a lot of things that Franc does to try help support you and teach you about investing. I really do believe that this is great because knowledge is power, and some of these things don't require you to be a Franc investor. So if you're still thinking about investing or you're still trying to find the money, still check out their website because there is a thing or two that you can learn. I was reading a newsletter the other day about how to prepare for your first house, and I was like, oh, you know, I feel like there's so much secrecy around buying a house. I just don't know why, but I really enjoyed reading that newsletter and I've incorporated into my own research. Okay, all right, so the new feature is that there is now a pro account. Initially it was all just one account, we all signed up and we all got the starter. This is still the default and it is 19 Rand per month. However, if you make a deposit in a month, it is free. So basically just invest every month. I even told myself there's a month where I was like, no, I don't think I can invest. I was like, let me put in a 20 Rand though, because I'd still rather have a 20 Rand in there just as an investment as opposed to paying the 20 Rand as a fee. You know, girl math. But anyways, if you're on the starter, the features that you'll get are you'll get access to the Allen Gray Money Market Fund, the Satrix Top 40 ETF. So this is a basket of shares. If you haven't watched my investing series, make sure you do check it out because I do break down what this is. There's also the Signia Itrix, not saying this correctly, but I don't care, S&P 500 ETF. So this is another basket of shares, but it's all your international shares, so American companies. There's also 2 personal goals and 1 shared goals. So the whole process of Franc is that you are saving towards a goal. You also get 1 child account. So if you want to start, setting up your child for success, you can do that. And then there's in-app investment advice, and then access to the Franc Academy. Okay, and now introducing the Pro account, which I recently converted to a couple of weeks ago. Basically, this is for people who want to further diversify their portfolio, and this is 49 Rand per month. With the Pro account, you get everything that was mentioned in Starter, plus you get a Bitcoin goal. So some people are interested in cryptocurrency, but they're not really sure how to do it or how to find a reputable company. Now you can do it through Franc, which we verified that it is legit. So now you can do it in a safe space. It is still risky. Obviously, cryptocurrency is still risky, but at least now you know you're doing it through Franc and that Franc has done the internal checks. Secondly, you have a financial advisor that you can consult with. So Franc has teamed up with the Life Check team, and these are financial advisors. You know how in videos I always say, please remember, none of my videos are financial advice. This is because I cannot give you one-on-one advice because I'm talking to many people, but now you get a chance to sit down with people who are registered, who have sat down for their license, and they can help you out based on your life and what you need. I am actually also in my own journey of finding a financial advisor, and I still haven't found one. I'm still looking around, so I'm actually going to be using their Life Check one just to try it out. I've got nothing to lose. I really do hope that they give me what I want. I hope that I find something that I need. However, I'll talk about my journey to finding a financial advisor a bit later, because yeah, that's a whole different story and a whole different video. But I'm going to try this one out because I've got nothing to lose. It's free. Another thing about the Pro account is that you'll get 2 additional personal goals and 1 additional shared goal. This is important for me, okay? This was probably the biggest driving factor for me, because with my initial Franc, I was saving for an emergency fund as well as a vacation. Those are my personal goals. And then I have a shared goal with my cousins. We're saving for something special in December, so that was cool. But my problem was, because I already had 2 personal goals, my emergency fund, I'm done with my emergency fund. I've saved all I wanted, so I've kind of maxed it out. But I don't want to take out that amount because I don't need it. It's an emergency fund. I'm saving it for later. And then with my vacation fund, this one I kind of slowed down on. I felt like I had too many other stresses in life to be saving towards a vacation. I also just kind of lost motivation because I was like, I've been traveling quite a lot, so I don't think I need a vacation right now. But what I do want is, I do want to save for a house deposit, and I also do want to save for a wedding, and I do want to save for a child and all those things. And yes, I know you can just save in the vacation one even though you're saving for something else, but I found myself taking out this money very easily. Like when I want to take out, I'd be like, oh, let me just withdraw 300 Rand from this, then I can go and buy wings or something. But now that I'm actually able to split it up, and I can see that, oh my word, if I'm withdrawing from my house deposit. I don't know about you, but wings are not worth my house deposit. So I think I've learned how to trick my brain. And don't judge me, guys, okay? I do love wings, but I love owning a house a bit more. So yeah, that's what I love. And also with the shared account, because I already had one with my cousins, I know my partner was like, this is so unfair, because he wants to have a shared goal with me too. And I was like, oh, now what must I do? I kind of want to have a goal with my cousins and my partner, but now I'm able to do that because I'm on the Pro. So it's a big up for me. I don't have children yet, so there's no point in me trying to open that child account one. But when I do start having my babies, I'm definitely going to be using that as well. So yeah, that's my push for converting into the Pro account. And for 49 Rand per month, I was like, I'm willing to pay for this. I mean, I pay a lot more for other things, so I was like, it's okay. But if you do not think that the Pro account is something that you're interested in, then that's okay. This video is actually not meant to try convince you to sign up for Pro. I just wanted to let you guys know what is available. If you're still happy with your starter account, that is perfectly fine. I am proud of you for actually even investing. But yeah, that's the Pro feature of Franc. Let me know if you guys are gonna try it. If you are, comment Franc Pro with an orange heart. And if you're still happy with the Franc starter account, so the default one, comment I'm good, just so I know that you guys are good. And then lastly, I do want to cover a few frequently asked questions. So one thing that usually comes up are people asking, what are the fees? So you can check on the website, but basically you'll pay a monthly fee. So it's either 19 Rand or 49 Rand. But if you make a deposit and you're on the starter, it's 0 Rand. Okay. But then there's also an annual fee, which is a percentage. I've just attached this one now, but if you are watching this in later years, please do check the website because it might change. Second one is, what type of support do I get on the starter? So you still get access to the financial advisory board, general customer support, Franc Academy, as well as Frankly Speaking newsletters. However, if you are on the Pro, you definitely are going to get that one-on-one thing, and they can actually help you with things outside of Franc. Okay, so they're not only going to talk to you about Franc, they will actually help you manage other things in your life too. What if you upgrade to the Pro and then you want to downgrade? That's okay. And you know, it might happen for some people where you choose the Pro and you realize that actually you don't need all of these features. You are able to downgrade. However, remember, because when you move to Pro, you get like additional goals. So you'll have to withdraw or transfer money from those goals into the original 2 goals that you have. So you'll still retain your money. It'll just be put into 2 goals instead of 4. However, you will be charged a transfer fee. How do I know I can trust Franc with my money? How is this not a scam? So I do searches on the FSCA website as well as the JSE website, where I look up an FSP number and see if they are authorized. So for Franc, it is 49998, and I have shown you here that it actually is authorized by the FSCA as well as the JSE. I'm confused. What should I do? So ask yourself if you meet these 3 conditions, and I've mentioned these on the first episode of my investing series. If you don't know what this is, do check it out on my YouTube. It's got different things and different types of investments, but basically my 3 criteria is: 1, you've paid off your high interest loans. Maybe consider trying to settle that debt because it is really high and you're probably not going to get an investment that is better than the debt. 2, have you built your emergency fund? This is 3 to 6 months of your expenses. Guys, life happens and you need to be prepared. Luckily, you can actually build your emergency fund on Franc. So even if you haven't met this 3-step criteria, I think you can still download Franc, because you can be doing your emergency fund, so the safe one. And then when you're done with that, then you can move on to investing. Lastly, only invest money you're willing to lose in the short term. This is investing, guys, and there are risks. With Franc, you can choose how risky it is. You can choose the no risk one where you just get like interest. This is great for like emergency funds. However, the higher returns you want, there usually is a higher risk level attached to it. So make sure you are using money that you're willing to not see or recover in the short term. So if you're putting in money that you want next week, no. If you're putting in money that you want next month, maybe no. But if you're willing to wait a year, 3 years, 5 years, then definitely do it. Okay, anyways, I've said a lot. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Make sure you do check out those other Franc videos that I did tell you guys about. I've also got other resources that I've mentioned in my description box. And if you are downloading it for the first time, make sure you are using that Nokuhle 1 referral code, just so I can track. If there is something you believe you'd like me to cover, or you'd like the Franc team to do a newsletter on, drop us a comment. We will be listening and we'll be watching. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Remember my parting comment in conclusion: it is better to start now with little than to try and start later, because you'll be playing the catch-up game. So if you only have 10 Rand to invest, that is better than nothing. Investing is a muscle, guys. It's not the easiest thing to do. It's like, oh my God, I'm putting away this money for later. It takes a lot of discipline. So better to start early. However, it's never too late to do it. All right, cool. Bye.
If you enjoyed this video, please tip me with a like, comment, and subscription.